What's going, guys? Just here back to my channel, and tonight very light video again. Sorry about this. So yeah, we have two shows tonight for AEW, and well, last night already, but yeah, so we have 3 hours of AEW, which is the first of AEW Collision, and then Battle of the Belts 9. So yeah, the ninth Battle of the Belts. So yeah, but this will be a separate video because I don't know, I can't find the two like together with the pictures and stuff of AEW and Collision and Battle Belts. So yeah, anyways, I don't care. Anyways, so yeah, this will be a separate video and stuff. So this first video will be for AEW Collision. So here we go. So M. Copeland versus Lee Moriarty. We hear the familiar sounds of AEW of Al Copeland's theme, and he makes his way down to the ring for his latest open challenge to kick things off on this week's show. He settles in the ring and gets on the mic to address the Norfolk crowd. He says it's time for the Cope Open. Copeland says he's in gear. He's in his gear and is ready to see who it's going to be this week. Out comes Lee Moriarty with his entrance mask on, Shane Taylor singing his praises. As the two head down to the ring, Moriarty gets in the ring and says Tiger Style Lee Moriarty is going to make Copeland tap out in the middle of his ring. And Copeland mocks his name and says if he can't back up his talk, he's going to get the hell beaten out of him. The bell sounds and we're officially off and running with our first match of the evening. Copeland starts off strong, but Moriarty begins to take over as we head into a mid-match commercial break. When we return from the break, we see the two returning to the ring after Moriarty worked Copeland over on the floor at ringside. Back in the ring, Moriarty catches Copeland in the Border City stretch submission. Copeland hangs in there for a while, but eventually makes it to the ropes to free himself from the dangerous submission. Moriarty continues to work over the arm of Copeland as the fans boo. He heads to the top rope, but Copeland trips him up and starts to fight back into competitive form. Copeland hits an avalanche fall away slam off the top rope for a close near fall. Shane Taylor distracts Copeland from ringside, and Moriarty takes back over as soon as Copeland gets Moriarty down in the ring. He heads out to deal with Taylor, knocking him down for a big pop. Moriarty hits a dive into Copeland while he's distracted back in the ring. He gets Copeland in the Border City stretch again, but this time Copeland quickly escapes moments later. He pounds Moriarty down and finishes him off for the win. So yeah, M. Copeland won the match. FTR, Daniel Garcia, and Lysette Scott backstage. We shoot backstage to a special interview from FTR Daniel Garcia. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler talk about their history with the House of Black and how things have gotten personal. They talk about if they can trust Daniel Garcia as their partner tonight. Garcia then talks about how he's ready to do big things. We head to a commercial break. When we return, Lexi Nair is backstage with Lysette Scott, Sammy Guevara, and Chris Jericho. The two talk about their scheduled street fight for the AEW World Tag Team Championships at tonight's AEW Battle of the Belts 9, immediately following AEW Collision. Back inside the arena, the theme for Lance Archer hits, and out comes the Murderhawk Monster, accompanied by wrestling legend Jake the Snake Roberts for our second match of the evening. He sells inside the ring, and his music dies down. The Righteous theme hits, and out they come. Now the theme for their opponents hits, and out comes the Mongol Embassy trio of the Machine, Brian Cage, and the Gates of Agony, accompanied by Prince Nana. They head to the ring for the latest defense of their ROH six-man tag team championships. The bell sounds, and we're officially off and running with this one. We see the champs start off strong with Brian Cage manhandling everyone. We head into a mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see everyone hit the ring for the big high spots. Dutch hits a big bossman slam for a near fall, and then a huge flipping splash onto a pile of bodies on the floor. Jade Snake Roberts connects with a DDT for a loud "You Still Got It" chant in the end. Bishop Khan hits his finisher for the win as Cage is choking Archer out at ringside. After the match, Prince Nana gets on the mic and challenges Jay White and the Guns of Bullet Club Gold to a match against the ROH six-man tag team champions, Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony. So yeah, the winners were still the ROH six-man tag team champions, Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony. Alright, Dustin Rhodes versus Willie Mack. After the post-match promo from Prince Nana, we troop backstage to Lexi Nair interviewing press and fans about his scheduled AEW International Championship against Orange Cassidy at AEW Battle of Belts Night. Tonight, up walks Roderick Strong yelling, Preston! He wishes him luck in his title opportunity tonight. Ben takes offense to this and says he'll beat his ass to next week. When then head back inside the arena, where the theme for Dustin Rhodes hits, and out comes the natural to a big pop. He settles inside the square circle for our next match of the evening. Alright, in the ring is Rhodes' opponent Willie Mack. The bell sounds and we're officially off and running with this one. Mack puts up a good fight, but ends up losing in a relatively quick bout. After natural hits cross Rhodes and then his own finisher for the pinfall victory. Once the match wraps up, Dustin helps Mack up and shows him respect. We cut to Bullet Club Gold backstage. Jay White and the Guns respond to Prince Nana accepting his challenge for a match Dynamite next week against Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony. We see Hook walking backstage and head to another break. During the match, Dustin Rhodes won. Christian Cage confronts Dustin Rhodes. Renee Paquette is with Dustin Rhodes. When we return, he talks about his win and is then confronted by Christian Cage and his family. Cage takes shots at Rhodes and then gets personal and brings up his father, the late Dusty Rhodes. He says he was a legend, but he's never heard that word used for Dustin. Dustin tells him to get his balls ready and because he's gonna tap dance all over his ass. Hangman Page versus JD Drake. Back inside the arena, we hear the familiar sounds of the entrance theme for Hangman Page. Out he comes for his Collision in-ring debut here on this week's show in Norfolk. The fans pop big for him coming out. He settles in the ring where his opponent JD is already waiting for him. The bell sounds and we're officially off and running with this one as the two get after it, and Page settles into an early offensive lead Tony Schiavone announces on commentary that Hook is looking to wrestle tonight, just days before his big title opportunity against Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship on next week's Dynamite. After some more back and forth action and the early goings, we head into a mid-match commercial break. As the bout continues, when we return, we see JD Drake hitting some big offensive high spots, including an awesome tub rope moonsault. However, he takes out an interfering Anthony Henry on the floor, and seconds later, hits his buckshot lariat finisher for the win. So yeah, Hangman Page won. Alright, Dina Purrazzo versus Red Velvet. After the Page Drake bout wraps up, we head into to another commercial break. When we return, the theme for Diana Purrazzo hits, and out comes the Virtuosa with the special grand in ring entrance. She settles in the ring as the commentary team sings her praises in raw and strong fashion. Try not to yawn. The theme for Red Velvet hits next, and out she comes to make her Collision in-ring debut as well. Velvet heads to the ring, coming straight out of your mama's kitchen. As always, the bell sounds that we're officially off and running with this one. Velvet starts off strong, landing some big hits and acting arrogant. Purrazzo starts to string together some slick offensive sequences into a wide array of submission attempts in the end. She picks up the win with their finisher in an impressive debut outing. After the match, we head to another commercial break. So yeah, uh, Deonna Purrazzo won. All right, Hook versus Kevin Matthews. When we return from the break, the Hook bat symbol is flashed onto the roof of the Chartway Arena in Norfolk, and out comes FTW champion for a tune-up about ahead of his AEW World Championship opportunity against Mojo on next week's Dynamite. Already in the ring is his opponent for tonight, Kevin Matthews or KD Matthews. As soon as the bell ring sounds, Hook rushes across the ring and starts ragdolling Matthews with various suplexes before very quickly slapping on his red rum submission for the very quick win. So yeah, Hook won the match. Alright, FTR and Daniel Garcia versus the House of Black. So yeah, this is the main event. The three-man team of FTR and Daniel Garcia make their way down to the ring, as do the three-man House of Black squad of Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King. After all 6 men settle in the ring, the bell sounds off, and here we go. As always, when Garcia is in action, we hear Daddy Magic Matt Menard on special guest commentary, singing his praises. The House of Black start off strong. However, Garcia helps FTR take over. The three-man babyface team do Malachi's cross-legged sit post to stand tall in the ring. As we head into a mid-match commercial break, when we return, we see Harwood and Wheeler working Brody over in 2-on-1 fashion, but still having trouble knocking him off his feet. Eventually, they do, and then Harwood goes to work on Brody with chops and strikes. As he's on his knees, Brody gets back up moments later and plants Harwood into the mat with the seated chokeslam for a close near-fall attempt. This leads to a prolonged beatdown of Harwood, which continues through another mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see Matthews nearly finish off Harwood, but after he kicks out, he hits a desperation DDT to buy himself enough time to make the much-needed tag. And comes Daniel Garcia for his team, as Malachi comes in for the House of Black. Garcia takes a hot tag and fires up, blasting Malachi and Matthews over and over again with repeated shots by himself. He knocks Malachi and Matthews out to the floor and turns around to see Brody waiting for him. Brody goes to his hanging choke over the ropes on Garcia, but he avoids it while Malachi takes back over as the legal man, but Garcia fights back and connects with the various brainbuster for a close pin attempt. Garcia and FTR hit a triple team power driver in a brawl spot. Seconds later, everyone ends up up and down on with the fans louding chanting AEW as the commentators sing the praises of what is turning into an instant classic main event. Here on AEW Collision, fans chant "This is awesome" as they finally start to get back to their feet. 3 of the 4 corners of the ring see House of Black looking for suplexes. However, FTR and Garcia fight back, knock them all down. Garcia has Malachi on his shoulders, and Harwood comes off the top rope with the bulldog on Malachi off Garcia's shoulder, and a tip of the cap to the Steiner Bros. For a close attempt, the House of Black end up fighting back into the offensive lead, and they pick up the win. After the match, they continue the attack by snatching Matt Menard up from commentary and beat him down. FTR and Daniel Garcia fight back and take over to end the show standing tall. That's how this week's on. So yeah, the House of Black won. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other video and stuff, and I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.